Australia, 75% of swimming pools are saltwater chlorinated. And contrary to popular belief, the saltwater chlorinator doesn't produce salt. It actually produces chlorine gas through a process called electrolysis. Zodiac Australia actually manufacture saltwater chlorine generators and export them all around the world. Now, at the start of the swimming season, it's important that we do a few little checks to ensure that the Zodiac chlorinator is working to its best ability. The first is to check the amount of salt in the pool. On the saltwater chlorinator itself, there's a check salt light that comes on if the salt level in the water is too low. However, we recommend you take a sample of water to your local pool shop or pool professional and have them check the water to ensure you've got the right salt level. The other one we need to do is to check the condition of the salt chlorinator cell itself. So let's look at that now. I've got a chlorinator cell here which has got a calcium buildup on it. Now this occurs on a chlorinator cell such as this, and it also can occur on the self-cleaning models. There's two ways to actually clean the cell. The first is to use a 1 part acid to 10 part water, but that's not really the safest way. The best bet is to go down to your local pool shop and buy a salt cell cleaner like this one. When you do deal with chemicals, make sure you use the correct safety gear, and make sure too when you clean the cell itself you don't use any wire brushes, screwdrivers, etc., as this can damage the cell. Now that the cell has been cleaned and is working properly, the next thing to determine is the chlorine output. Now there are a number of factors that come into play when we need to talk about chlorine. Firstly, if you're expecting friends over for the weekend, you may need to superchlorinate the pool the day before they arrive, or at least boost the output level. Next, if you are using a pool cover, you'll need to reduce the output level to an absolute minimum, as high chlorine levels will damage your equipment. If animals jump in the pool, this will soak up the chlorine at an alarming rate, so you will need to monitor the levels. And finally, heat also affects chlorine, so if it is a particularly hot day, you will need to increase your chlorine output to compensate for this. You can buy a protective sunscreen for the water that will help prevent this, such as cyanuric acid. It's also a good idea from time to time to check the condition of your salt cell. If you're not sure again, either go down to your local pool professional taking the salt cell with you, or have someone call around and have a look. It's better to be safe than sorry. Another thing you may want to consider is adding a Nature 2 mineral purifier to your equipment. Nature 2 reduces the need for high chlorine levels, making it perfect for people with sensitive skin, or if you have a young family that loves playing in the pool. The great thing about Nature 2 is anyone can install it. It requires no power, and it's 100% natural, using silver and copper to assist the chlorine in destroying bacteria and algae. If your chlorine generator is looking a little tired and old, you may need to think about upgrading to the new TRI water care system. TRI is a new leap forward in water care technology, because not only does it generate chlorine, but there is also a model available that will automatically balance your pool's pH level. And for those looking for complete peace of mind, there's also the TRI Pro with an active chlorine level monitor. The best thing about TRI is that if you purchase the base model to start with, you can upgrade it at any time with easy click out, click in modules, meaning you can build as your budget allows. Well, thanks for joining us for Pool School Lesson 1. We hope you've taken away a few tips and advice on maintaining your pool through the summer season. And we really do look forward to you joining us for Pool School Lesson 2, where we will look at the maintenance of a swimming pool in peak season. Once again, thank you and enjoy your swimming pool.